Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first one comes from JReddit702. Am I in the wrong for wanting to take a vacation for my friend? So, for the past year, I've been helping out a close and longtime friend, as she's recently divorced. She asked me to babysit her kids while she went out to work or her second job on weekends, asked me to run to the grocery store or Walmart for her to get some things, and give her and the kids rides to certain locations as parking at her apartment is on a first come first serve. I hope she's giving you money for gas, OP. Basis, so she often doesn't want to lose her spot once she parks for the evening. The biggest help I've given her is helping her with a lot of homework for online classes she's taking. However, as the year has gone on, its progress to calling me on weekends, to calling me on Fridays and Sundays, 2, 3, or 4 times a week, to now near daily. Her life has gotten busier and more stressful. I give her that, but I feel her constant text of, "Hey, are you free? Can you?" Or, "Hey, what time are you free? I need a favor, please," has gotten so numbing. I don't charge her for my time. She's taking advantage of you. That sucks, man. Hopefully you see that, because she sees you as basically a doormat. She's gotten you to waste your time, probably wasting your money if you're running to Walmart. I doubt she's giving you enough money to cover all that, and wasting your gas. She's not, even if she pays for the gas, she's still not covering the wear and tear that she's putting on the car, causing you to drive it. Like, OP. But back to it. For my time, and she says thank you and tries to be nice and cooks me dinner, but recently her schoolwork has become my work. Wow, she has you doing her schoolwork and you're not even in school. Why do you have to suffer? As she claims to be too busy to write up papers or take online quizzes. Honestly, OP, I would have just did whatever and got her F's, but I'm petty. So I've helped her do them, but it's progressed to the point where I do the whole assignment or the test myself without her involvement. Maybe you should pay a little trip to the college and be like, hey, she's not doing her stuff, she's cheating, having me do it. Again, I'm petty. So yesterday, I sat her down and asked her to dial it back a bit, as I'm getting exhausted by the daily request, and she needs to do some of her own schoolwork. No, she doesn't need to do some of her own schoolwork, OP. She needs to do all of her schoolwork herself. That's what I did. The only time I had anyone help me with schoolwork was if we had to do a group thing, because it's a group, or I've done all the work, like written up the assignment, and I asked someone, hey, can you please look this over, check for grammar, check for spelling, something I missed. That I get, you know what I mean? You want a second set of eyes to catch things, but not do the whole bloody assignment. Her own schoolwork herself. Her response, I mean, you're the only friend that I have that'll help me. I wonder why, OP. I'm pretty sure all the other people around her saw her for what she was, not using, being, a leech, being, it basically wasting people's time and just, you know what I mean? You don't want to be around that. I bet you there's a reason why she got divorced, because she probably was like that with her husband. I'm just saying, but back to it. I need you more than ever now. How did you go from helping me to, okay, you're on your own now? You see that, OP? She is ungrateful for all the help you provided her. Not, hey, thank you for doing all that help. You know what I mean? You went above and beyond for me. Like, most people didn't do that for me or wouldn't do that for me. It went from, oh, now you're not helping me? What happened? Especially with all that I'm dealing with. Okay, you know what? That sucks that you got divorced, but we all have our problems to deal with. You're not special. The world doesn't revolve around you. I'm pretty sure OP's got to deal with some crap too, and he doesn't want your crap, laid on top of his or her stuff. But back to the story. My kid's dad isn't supporting us. Okay, OP, I don't know how that's your not I don't know how that's your problem. You're not the father, you're not her ex, none of that, but back to it. My roommate is not paying her rent on time. Again, who cares, OP? You're not the roommate. And I've had big projects at work with finals coming up at school now. Okay, we've all had to multitask. I did that. I worked my job and I went to school and I still passed. I didn't get A's, but I still passed and kept my job. Again, back to it. And now you suddenly want to abandon me? OP, she's trying to guilt you? That's a really disgusting tactic where people try to do that. Hopefully you can see through it and just be done with her, but let's see what happens in the rest of the story. I explained to her how physically and mentally tired I am, as I feel like I'm working a second job. You're working 2 jobs. You're her servant slash maid butler, and you're going to school, but you're not getting any of the benefits of going to school. So 2 more jobs. I get off at 5 p.m. Then she usually texts me at 5:30. Wow, you get 30 minutes to maybe take a shower and sit down? With some random favor, and usually tacks on extra stuff as I'm going about it, and usually lets me go home at around 10 p.m. Wow. I tell her for 1 week not to call me for favors and to do her own schoolwork, but she argues that I messed up for leaving her in her time of need. Am I in the wrong for abandoning her even though I think she's asking a lot of my time? No, OP, for all the stuff I said before, and she is just wasting your time, wasting your money. Like I said, wear and tear on the car. I didn't hear you say she was paying for gas. OP, ditch her. There's no point in having her as a friend. I get it, she's going through some stuff, but you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you get to freely take over someone's life and dictate what they get to do from, as soon as they get home from work to 10, 5 to 10. Jeez, after working? OP, just be done with her. Cut her out, block her from everything. That's not your friend. That's a bloody mooch. That's a leech taking advantage of you and trying to manipulate you with all that crap. OP, no, you're not in the wrong. Ditch the dead weight. And our second one comes from Training Amoba. 1374. Am I in the wrong for refusing to go on a double date with my girlfriend's friend? One of my girlfriend's friends has been with her boyfriend for around 4 years. I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years. I met them both a few times, and while my girlfriend's friend is really nice, I get on with her. Her boyfriend is the complete opposite. He will barely engage in conversation. He'll give blunt responses and is generally quite arrogant. We had a double date with them towards the end of the last year. We went for drinks and bowling, and for a full night, he never once started a conversation with anyone, and when we tried talking to him, he'd barely respond, so the night was quite awkward and unpleasant. Yeah, I know that feeling. My friend's boyfriend was like that. I was trying to talk to the guy, and he was not giving me anything to work with. He opened up a little bit when I brought up video games, but the conversation died pretty quick after that. My girlfriend said she's been talking to her friend about doing another double date. This time I refused and told my girlfriend I didn't want to. She asked why, and I told her the truth. She just said that her friend's boyfriend isn't that bad, and it'll be fine. But again, I just told her I didn't want to. I mentioned that I didn't enjoy it the last time, and the guy's just unpleasant to be around. She said I should be fine with going, but I just told her to drop it, since I already given my answer. Am I in the wrong for refusing to go on a double date with my girlfriend? Honestly, OP, I'd say you're not in the wrong. Like, that guy, you know what I mean? Who wants to go somewhere and just force yourself through a miserable situation? Like I said, I knew someone like that, and I didn't want to hang out with a guy, because that's not fun, you know what I mean? A conversation needs two people. And why doesn't your girlfriend just go hang out with her friend, and then the boyfriends just don't participate? Because it sounds like the guy doesn't want to participate either if he's not engaging in conversation. Personally, I'm on your side where when you said I don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it. Done. No more questions. There's your answer. But I'm seeing some people in the comments saying, hey, maybe try it one more time, and if the guy does it again, then, put your foot down. I could kind of see that. I mean, at least you get to get some nice food, and you got to deal with that guy, but you know what I mean. So OP, I could see you going either way with that if you want to give him one more shot, or just no. Personally, I would just say no, because it sounds like a miserable experience to me. But OP, no, you're not in the wrong. And our final one comes from Spirited Animal 3405. Am I in the wrong for leaving a threesome after being ignored for the whole time? I'm an 18-year-old female, and my crush was having a party, and he approached me and asked if he wanted to if I was interested in having sex with him and his girlfriend, since they've been wanting to involve another girl since I was attracted to him. I was someone he'd wanted to offer it for. I agreed, and we went to his room and undressed, and the two of them started having sex, and anything I did was completely ignored, and neither of them acknowledged that I was even there, even though I was invited for them for this. It sounds like they didn't want to have a threesome, OP. Sounds like they wanted someone just to watch them. Or maybe the girlfriend would get jealous, or he's worried that she would get jealous of him going with you for too long, but why not the both of them interact with you at the same time? I don't know. I've never had one of these, and I probably never will, so I don't know the etiquette to this. Who knows? After a few minutes of awkwardly sitting there, I got dressed and left, and later received a call from his girlfriend, saying that I really upset him, and they both think I'm ungrateful. What do you mean ungrateful? They weren't giving you some amazing gift. It was just, going at it with each other. It's not something amazing, but whatever. Plus, they didn't even do anything. But grateful, they didn't even give you anything to be grateful for. Okay, sorry. But it didn't feel like they wanted me to participate. And when my advances were ignored, I left. Honestly, OP, that makes sense to me. If I was in that situation and those two are going at it and I'm not getting any, what's the point? I'm just wasting my time. I left. Was I wrong for leaving? Edit. It depresses me to have to say this, but don't send me weird shite. You'll be blocked and reported. Guys, come on. Come on, guys. You should know better. But let me get to the end of this. OP, no, you're not in the wrong. This is very much a case of go where you're wanted and not where you're tolerated. I don't even think you were tolerated. You were just flat out ignored. I mean, that's not fun. You know what I mean? You're naked and vulnerable, and these two are just like, watch us go at it. You just sit there and watch. Like, couldn't they have just got somebody else from the party and not have them undressed and have them sit in like a chair and watch them if that's what they wanted? OP, no, you're not in the wrong. I would have got up and left too. What's the point of just sitting there doing nothing? Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. And can you please do what I said in the beginning? And like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out. It helps it grow, and it helps to get more videos like this. Velvet out.